like to recognize Councillor Marchie Bruni, Councillor Sandra Hollingsworth, Councillor Judy Huppinen and Susan Myers, who are here with me today. I'd like to start by recognizing that today is National Aboriginal Day. I'd like to recognize our First Nation partners in Garden River First Nation, Batchewana First Nation, the urban Aboriginal population here in Sault Ste Marie, and the Métis Nation. It is important to acknowledge the Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850 and the Pennyfather Treaty of 1859, and to celebrate the rich culture, history, contribution, and tradition of our Anishinaabe brothers and sisters. I look forward to continuing to work with our First Nation and Métis partners to develop positive and respectful relationships for the benefit of our larger communities. So we're here today to kick off and recognize Canada 150. I don't need to speak to you how great our country is, because that's a shared sentiment across the country. There's a tremendous amount of pride, and it's well-deserved pride. We live in a safe country, we live in a welcoming country, and we live in the freest country, from my perspective, in the world. There's no doubt, like with many things, more work to be done, but there are good people that are trying to do that work. So I'm happy to be here today to kick off Canada 150 with my fellow councillors. I'd like to recognize Member of Parliament Terry Sheehan, who couldn't be here today, but he sent Brenda Kurzak from his staff here. Brenda's a longtime friend, and they provided us with a number of memorabilia, some Canada 150 flags, and I'd like to thank them for that. I'd like to recognize, from my perspective, the most important people that are here, the F.H. Clerk Choir. We're giving them a round of applause. So, they're an awesome group of grade 3s who are going to sing O Canada for us today. I'd like to thank them and their teacher for taking the time to come here. I'd like to introduce the chair of Canada 150 and recognize the chair and the co-chair. As the mayor, I'm quite busy, and they diligently took this task, and they've done a great job with it. So if I could have Councillor Myers, please.
Thanks. Sorry, workman's comp. Workman's comp, does that apply for councillors? Sorry, Mr. Jude, come on over here. Hi, everybody. Great morning. Isn't it a great day for a flag raising? On behalf of Councillor Huppinen and myself as co-chairs for Canada 150, we're really excited. There's been a lot of work being done for several months to bring us to today. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you for our special guests for being with us today. It's great they even wore some red shirts. That's really great. We like that. I want to just take a moment and thank our staff. We have an awesome staff team. I can't even begin to cover everybody. We did a presentation at Council not very long ago, and we identified all of our staff team. Today, I know that the CSD and the Office of the Mayor, Lisa she's a closet marketer. I keep telling her she's an event planner. She keeps coming up with great ideas, and then she has a great team behind her, and everybody makes it happen, like today. So just thank you to all of our staff. I want everyone in the staff to put their hand up because I can't name them all. They're involved in all of the Canada 150 events. Thank you, everybody. All we want to do right now is just take a real quick minute and run through the rest of what's coming up, just to remind you. So as the Mayor said, today is National Aboriginal Day. There will be activities all day up at Whitefish Island and at some of the other areas where our friends from the First Nation are located. Saturday is the St. Jean-Baptiste Day. Activities are all day at the Sioux Canal, right, Kath? Or Sioux Canal, St. Jean-Baptiste. And then next Tuesday is Multicultural Day. Activities all day, and they kick off. Mr. Mayor will be there again at 10 o'clock at Clerk Park. And then we move into the afternoon with Seniors Tea and Fashions at the Senior Centre on Bay Street. Right, Terry? Right. Senior Centre. Still tickets available? $5? Yay! Come and watch the fashions with the seniors and their tea. June 30th, next Friday, Honorary Ambassador Dr. Roberta Bonder will be arriving in the city, and there will be a detailed schedule with her itinerary out early next week. And then June 30th to July 1st is History Fest, right, Cap? At Ermitanger Clerk, National Historic Site. Lots of going on. Tickets for the lobster dinner still available? Just till this weekend, June 30th, Friday night, great lobster at the Ermitanger Clerk. And then Canada Day, Mr. Mayor and Dr. Bonder will be at Parks Canada for Sioux Canal for 10 a.m. for the launch of the Parade of the Paddles. That's 150 paddlers that are locking through all at once. It's got to be a Guinness book of records there. And then also the Hub Trail Festival, walk, ride, or roll on the John Roosevelt Hub Trail, and there'll be stations along the way where you can get a stamp. And then finally, Mr. Mayor and Dr. Bonder at 1 o'clock on July 1st at Roberta Bonder Park for the Sioux Celebrates Canada 150. And there's a lot of detail of a lot of our events that are going on up to Canada Day and then beyond Canada Day. Lots of things with Rotary Fest and Sesqui and the Ontario on tour concerts. There's lots more going on, but we just want to get right through here now till Canada Day. And there's an unveiling of our national mural mosaic that will be taking place earlier in the day on Canada Day too. So there will be social media. Tessa and Mark are working hard to pump everything out and keep people informed along the way. So just keep checking the city website for the community calendar Canada 150. Staff are going around, I think, with a handout with the details of Canada Day. There's a lot going on just that day. So we hope to see all our young friends there. And that includes you, Aggie. You're young too. So everybody, have a great Canada 150.
So I'd like to just reiterate Councillor Meyer's appreciation for the staff. Your mayor and council, you see them frequently, and we make a lot of decisions about the community, moving the community forward, but really those decisions don't get anywhere without our staff. So our staff make everything we do real, and they make it live, and they make it happen. So we decided to move ahead with Canada 150, but we needed them to do it, and they delivered. So I'd like to reiterate that and thank them for their work. So we will proceed to the flag raising. I have a request from my media friends. I'm in the media a lot. I don't need to be. So when we do the flag raising, if you could really focus on getting the kids in the media because they love seeing themselves in the Sioux Star, we would certainly appreciate that. So we'll proceed, and the kids are going to sing "O Canada" as we raise the Canada 150 flag. Thank you for coming today. The kids should come over and be the first ones at the special Timbits, and we want to thank Craig, is it Lisa? Where'd she go?
Yeah.
From Tim Hortons, and we're just really appreciative of the effort they put into special Canada 150 Timbits. So kids, you're first up.
Join us for a refreshment.